Oh, welcome to the next chapter of Who to Trust by KDH 1997. Before you ask why I'm doing a goofy voice, is because I made Luna, as we called them in this, because KDH is. I mean, I guess I could probably say KDH, but they like Luna too. It's because they started laughing because I was getting onto my cat because he just walks right back up to the spot he was earlier as he tries chewing on wires. And I'm like, hello, welcome to the spot you were just in before you got in trouble. So he came back for round two. You might hear me get onto my cat a bit because he is a little butt. He's a smart cat, but he's a butt. All the same. Okay, well, this is Who to Trust by KDH 1997. This is on AO3. We are now on chapter 19, which is Can Only Trust Myself. A little disclaimer, though, is we're not professional voice actors. Never have been and never will be. Don't think about it, cat. I'm gonna have fun with this cat. I already know this. Can you stop messing with it? I'm about ready to take this blanket and roll him to a to a burrito. Okay, so who to trust? We're gonna have like a little sound going on with a soundboard just to make things sound a little bit better because Sun plays a music box at this point. And hopefully it's not too loud. We already tested it. I didn't like how loud it was before, so I just decided to turn it down a couple notches. Hopefully it's not too quiet either. Here's to hoping. Okay, so who to trust? Chapter 19. I almost said 20. Chapter 19. I can only trust myself. Son and Gregory froze in place at the news. As it proved that Gregory. See, okay, I'm having to read off my phone, and Freddy's like right below Gregory, so my mind just went to Gregory from maybe above. Okay, let me try that again. Son and Gregory froze in place. Cats. I'm going to get this cat. Son and Gregory froze in place at the news, as it proved that Freddy had in fact been going behind Gregory's back to get him caught. Son twitched violently and grabbed his head. Oh, sleep! Don't wake up! He grunted, holding the light tighter as he struggled. Are we not gonna play? Okay, this is being a little butt. Alright. Gregory snapped out of it too, as he realized that Sun might switch at any second now, due to losing focus. Gulping, he glanced at Roxy quickly, seeing as she was a distance away, before leaving his hiding spot and rushing towards the security door. He was still crouching to avoid sight, but he wanted to get there as fast as possible to increase his chances if Moon came out. Taking a few calming breaths, Sun shuddered a bit as he held his head with his free hand. That's right. Listen to the lullaby. Just stay asleep. Vaguely, the sound of a tune could be heard from him, like a music box playing. This isn't easy. Wait, God damn it, cat, get up. This isn't easy since it was one of your mechanics, but I can handle it. He grunted, taking a shaky breath. Sun looked back up to find Gregory at the door. He was trying to pull it open, but it was still locked to him. Walking over, Sun reached towards said handle and opened the door thanks to a shared security level. The room behind the was brighter, making the two sigh in relief as they went in. Get out of here, cat. As the door closed, Gregory quickly went away from the door and curled up against the wall, his head in his arms as he sat there. He wasn't crying, really. He just glared at his feet under him. It figured that the first individual he started to trust, had betrayed him. It was life. He felt he should have known that he shouldn't trust anyone after what he had been through. He, he trusted the system after he lost his parents, who he couldn't remember, and ended up in a bad orphanage with a creep of a caretaker. He trusted that at least kids would be more understanding after he made his first friend. Another kid killed that friend by bullying him. When he ran away and began living on the streets, he lost count of how many times he was betrayed and nearly killed for it by other homeless people, or at least turned into authorities to be returned to that hellhole by talking to people who had homes when he needed food or water. Now here he was, having put a bit of trust in someone who wasn't human, only getting bitten again.
I can only trust myself.
He muttered. Son, who was still playing music softly, looked at him troubled, his spikes shrinking a bit. I suppose it isn't fair to ask you to trust me, that I can switch with my brother at any time and hurt you.
You mean kill?
Gregory grunted, his hand touching the darkened bruise around his throat. Sun flinched, his head lowering. Yes, I will admit I have my own wishes by traveling with you, being to help my brother.
Who sucks?
Sun lifted his head, his spikes turning a bit darker for a second as he gripped his hands to a fist. I will ignore that comment this time, in light of what he did. Please do not insult him again. Gregory huffed and put his head deeper into his arms, not wanting to look at them anymore. Sun calmed down, placing a hand over his chest, where the music came from. I won't ask you to trust me. I will ask that we keep moving, though. The longer we sit, the sooner the power goes out, and we only have an hour left till it does. And you will need to be near a recharge station to survive him. Gregory curled into himself, not wanting to move for at least a minute to calm his thoughts. Sun stood where he was, waiting for the boy to move. He tilted his head, picking up noise. Gregory heard it as well. You need to move. They're coming, Sun stated. Gregory looked at him suspiciously.
How do I know you didn't tell them where I am?
Sun lifted a finger. He lowered the finger in defeat. I prove anything to show otherwise. Take my word for now that I need your help, or I can't get what I want either. Gregory looked towards the sound. Yeah. It having grown closer before nodding, he would temporarily accept that Sun would help him, at least till he got what he wanted. It was the after that he couldn't be sure of. Hurrying though, entering the prize counter zone. Why is it a counter when the prizes fill the entire room? They left the back storage of the main counter and went to the right. This way, little sunflower, Sun said, pointing to a rolling door. They would they would honestly just be going back to the main atrium, but they had to do it like this to try and avoid Freddy originally, since Sun had asked as much. Right now, no animatronics were here. They weren't too far behind them, though, from the sounds of clanky, loud footsteps, probably from Monty. Sun followed Gregory. Following Sun, Gregory rolled his eyes.
Please stop calling me that. It sounds so lame.
Sorry, I did say before that I could stop if it bothered you. Didn't say anything, so I thought you didn't mind, Gregory. And that's the end of chapter 19. I ended up fumbling that second to last paragraph because Brain did not want to brain. Now tea time! Hooray! It's always Smart to take care of your voice when you are doing things like this, or else you can strain your voice and lose it. Acting, singing, all that. You need to take proper care to treat it. Water works, but I like tea because it just helps soothe whatever pain there is. Now I can finally go get off my phone and start using the actual website. Right. Next chapter. Chapter 20. Two options. Going back into the atrium, Gregory walked behind Sun as he looked around. Although the normal staff security eh, although the normal staff security bots were around, he didn't see a single Glamrock in sight.
So where are we going?
He asked, keeping his eyes peeled to avoid the bots from getting close enough to see him. They seriously sucked at their jobs. They could only see maybe 2 feet in front of them. Why did this place not get robbed constantly? Sun turned and pointed towards the stage to the first floor. There were two ways into the parts and services. One is by playing the music disc that would activate the elevator to go down from the stage. We do not know where it is currently, so we'll be using one of the elevators that are in the main rooms of the band. Sun began walking again, turning his head like an owl to look at Gregory. If we go down next to the stage, there are rolling up doors. Wait, rolling up doors. Okay. There are roll up doors on either side. Both will lead to Rockstair Road. Rockstair. God damn it. Rockstar. Hmm. Both will lead to Rockstar Road. All we need to do after is take the elevator down. Going down, avoiding bots, they went down to the second floor and began walking to the escalator stairs. To reach the first. The escalator, stairs to reach the first. My brain is processing, but not fully. Seeing a different seeing a different mo seeing a different movement from the corner of his eye, Gregory looked towards it to get a better look. He gasped and ducked down. It was Vanessa, making her way to the arcade. He was pretty far away, but he could tell she was smiling. The entrance to the prize counter closed after she went in, so Gregory sighed in relief. Turning back to the front, he jumped as he saw Sun. His spikes were dark red. It reflected on his face a bit. Combined with his shaking clenched fist, it was clear he was angry.
Uh,
He didn't know if he should. Yeah, he didn't know if he should say anything. He had already made the same animatronic a bit angry at him before, just maybe not as much. So he was a bit worried he would do it. What he would do if they inadvertently turned their current wrath on him. Hearing him, Sun snapped out of it, his color steadily turning back to a light orange as his fist relaxed. Sorry about that, Gregory. Let's get moving again. It seems she hasn't looked at your location after hearing where you would be going from Greg. Fuck. I don't know why. I keep wanting to say Gregory instead of Freddy. Freddy is Gregory confirmed? Or Gregory is Freddy confirmed? Either way, it's confirmed apparently. Seems she hasn't looked at your location after hearing where you would be going from Freddy. A small pang of anger hit Gregory at his words. The fact he was betrayed gnawing at him. He wanted to get right back at him, but he had no power to do so. Against a 5 to 6 foot tall bear made of metal, he would probably have to do something insane to have any chance. He wasn't that wasteful with his life. Going down to the first floor was uneventful. In fact, it was nearly boring how easy it was to get through here since there were clear paths with no security at all. Just a bunch of barriers that Sun simply stepped over and then lifted Gregory over after. Was Freddy lying about security features or did Sun deactivate them? Getting to the gate, Sun looked ahead. Oh boy. He stood there for a moment. It's too dark. There's no way I can get through this way safely. Gregory folded his arms.
shouldn't you have known these things already? Why choose this way if you can't get through?
Sun shook his head. I don't get to the daycare often. I don't know everything. Technically, this shouldn't be in such disrepair. Still, I expected it to be at least as bright as the arcade. Gregory huffed in annoyance.
Is there another way we can get to Rockstar Row?
Um, Sun hesitated as he tried to think. However, he was drawing a blank. To my knowledge, there are four ways into Rockstar Road. Rockstar Row. I keep wanting to say Rockstair Road. God damn it. Two are on either side of the stage, one from parts and services, and the last one through the employee tunnels under the Pizzaplex. There were vents Moon used to take, but he didn't mention them as they were too dark and he knew it. Gregory shrugged,
Well, I went through those tunnels before, trying to get to the front entrance.
funneling closer. Were there any areas this dark, or was it just lit the whole way? He asked her curiously. Gregory shook his head, though.
There were a couple places that were pretty dark. I could hardly see a thing at times.
Sun paced a bit, glancing at the dark pathway. He stopped and tapped his foot as he tried thinking of what to do. He lifted his head, his spikes shaking a bit before he quickly handed Gregory the flashlight back. There's only one thing that we can do, but it's risky. I won't blame you if you ditch it entirely, but you need to decide quick. Gregory clicked the light as he looked at Sun confused. Sun's spike continued to shift as he fidgeted. Nervous? Scared? The hour's about to change, meaning Mooney will come out soon. There is a recharge station towards the back of the room. Sun shook as he placed his hand on Gregory's shoulder. You can take it if you want, but then you would have to find out where the disc is to take the elevator in here without me being around to help. He quickly looked to eh, he c- continued to look at Gregory, who was able to tell Sun had a second idea that he probably wouldn't like. But if we want to get down through Rockstar Road, you will need to lead him all the way to Rockstar Road. Why? I hate my brain. I hate my brain. That's all I'm going to say. Rockstar Road full of stairs, confirmed. I need you to lead him all the way to Rockstar Road and get in the recharge station only a minute before the power turns on. It would be nearly 5 minutes of darkness. Yep, Gregory did not like that idea. Woohoo! Time for death of my voice in this chapter. I hate myself. Ah, again, tea time. Starting to sound British with all this tea time talk.
I have thought that at times.
Every time I say tea time,
Maybe not every time, but sometimes how you say it.
what do I sound like? I got a little British accent sometimes when I say tea time.
I think you've sometimes said, time for a tea break. And it's like how you say it.
Time for a cup of tea. Okay. When does I'm just like taking a little peek ahead to see when. Okay, I already see when he starts speaking. Um, I think I could probably handle it. You guys are going to probably have fun laughing at me, especially you, Luna. And I got another little notification popping up and getting in the way of my scrolling, you little bitch. All right. Okay. Let me go and change the title before I forget. It's like accidentally left chapter 20 up on the screen. Now we're on chapter 21. Crazy. All right. Seeing the look on Gregory's face, Sun quickly continued talking. Like I said before, I won't blame you if you don't do it. Not at all. It's extremely dangerous, and I feel horrible just suggesting it. It's simply the fastest way I know. We can check it for the disc, putting up to check different areas to speed up things. Sun suddenly turned towards Gregory. Wait. Sun suddenly turned Gregory around and pushed him towards the dark hall. We don't have time to talk. You don't have only 5 minutes before the power goes out. Hurry! I don't know why, but as I was saying that, I kind of reminded myself of Dr. Murphy from The Good Doctor. This is how I was saying it. It reminded me of him. Gregory looked
Hmm.
at
I
Sun before gritting his teeth to run. The path was dark and winding, but safe all over, so it gave him time to think. What did he do? With it becoming 2 o'clock soon, Moon would come out and try to kill him again. His throat still stung from his last run-in where he strangled him. Moon was fast and agile, not to mention how he would always know where he was. Gregory glanced at his watch as he thought about that. This was what they were tracking him with, according to Sun anyways. Wouldn't that mean that Moon wouldn't be able to track him if he took it off? He stopped running as he saw the recharge station. Resting his hands on his knees, he caught his breath. He'd been needing to run way too He had been running way too much today. His legs were hurt from it. He looked at the watch, actually checking the time using it for once. He had 2 more minutes to decide. Did he play it safe and get in the recharge station now, making sure he would be safe? Or did he actually try to pull off that crazy idea? If he went for it, he needed a plan. Taking a deep breath, he punched his legs.
I'm freaking crazy.
He yelled, running past the station further in to get to Rockstar Road. God damn it. Rockstar Road. Road. Row. Rockstar Row is officially full of stairs and roads. Confirmed. Ah. Getting in, he searched around rapidly before seeing something he could use. Taking the watch off quickly, he basically ripped it off. He tossed it in and began running away from it. With rapid steps, he made his way towards the other side near Freddy's room. The power went out, and he was making his way. As he was making his way, the power went out as he was making his way. Taking a deep breath, he tried to slow his breathing and began moving slower to the cutouts of different characters he had never seen. It just looked creepy. Hearing the roll-up door open again, Gregory gulped as he hid behind a cutout bush. Naughty, naughty. Bad children must be found. Taking his head out a bit, he could faintly see the red glowing eyes of Moon as he entered. His body hunkered down as he made his way towards where he had placed the watch. So it was true what Sun had said. Gregory, did you really think you could hide from me? He asked, his red eyes fixed on the stroller that was sitting against the wall in a corner. He ch- he chuckled as he came over. His hand reaching down, he pulled the lid up, only to find nothing. It's how? He questioned. His eyes caught the small watch resting face down inside. Ah, you rotten brats! Think you are so clever? He stepped away from the stroller, his eyes scanning around. You are cute. Fun time is over. Time to sleep. Gregory turned away, placing a hand over his chest and another over his mouth.
Stop pounding so hard. What if he hears you?
He thought, yet his heart continued to race. Not able to relax, he stole another peek to see where he was. He was walking while staring at the ground intently. Wait, wasn't that the exact path he took? Gregory felt his blood. Goddamn notification. Gregory felt his blood drain from his face as Moon suddenly looked up at him. Found you. He dashed at him. doing a handstand flip as he did. It looked impressive, but Gregory couldn't appreciate it through his terror as he instead began running. He didn't know how long he had left, he just had to keep running. Turning his head, he stopped running after he couldn't find Moon.
Where did he go?
He could hear a faint jiggling coming from somewhere, but he couldn't figure out where. Left? Right? Behind him? He checked each one rapidly. Touched my cat hair bugging me before looking up.
He really can fly?
Above, Moon was swimming through the air. He was right above him at this point. Come on, it's time to sleep. Wait, no, goddamn it, I messed up. Come on. I'm actually really butchering Moon's voice right now. Come on, it's time to sleep. Moon yelled in his raspy, dying man, demon possessed voice as he rapidly fell towards him like gravity had finally started working on him again. Diving to the side, Gregory rolled and pushed himself to stand. He was instantly running. His goal was Freddy's room with the recharge station in the back. He hoped he bought enough time. Even more so, he hoped he was able to reach it in time. Getting through the door, Gregory fell over again as he rushed through with Moon right on his heels. His lungs burning, his legs hurt, and he felt he was on the brink of crying from fear. Trying to keep going, he pushed himself forward with his arms and legs, and he tried to get up and move at the same time. You can't escape. I, you will be punished. Was it his imagination, or did he seem angrier? Pushing that thought away, Gregory pushed open the door to the back and stepped in, only to be tackled to the floor by Moon as he landed on his back. Moon lifted his right hand, putting his fingers together and straightened them all. Night, night, he said, thrusting his hand down towards Gregory's head. Blood dripped on Moon's fingers as he growled. Below him, Gregory had managed to move his head to the side, just enough to avoid the hand. A deep cut was now releasing blood from his once uninjured cheek. Tears streaked down his face as his eyes were fixed where the hand had hit. The floor now had a hole in it the size of Moon's hand. His eyes shook with the implications, knowing that would have been his head had he not moved. Try dodging this one. God damn it, I'm messing it up. Try dodging this one. Moon challenged, repositioning his hand. He was now aiming at Gregory's chest, which he had no means of moving enough. Having no means of escape, Gregory clenched his eyes shut as his life flashed before his eyes. The sound of the power kicking on made him open his eyes. He regretted it as he got to see how close he had been. Moon's hand was a mere inch from his chest before he froze, quickly retracting it as he grabbed his head in another struggle. A few seconds passed before he calmed, his body back to being Sun. Lifting his head, Sun looked around before hearing a sniffle. Looking down, he saw Gregory trapped under him, crying, Gregory! What? Are you alright? Your cheek is bleeding. He stopped asking questions as he caught sight of his hand, seeing bits of blood. He stared at it for a second while shaking. And that's the end of chapter 21. I fucked up Moon's voice so much this chapter, but honestly, fuck you, Moon. Alright, so that's the end of this video for reading. As you can hear, there's a lot of confirmations. Freddy being Gregory and Gregory being Freddy confirmed. Rockstar Road being full of stairs and roads. Apparently from what my mouth wants to say, or not my mouth, my brain wants to say. Yeah. I just can't win with Rockstar Road because I keep wanting to say Rockstair Road.
Rockstar Row?
Ro- Shush. Shush. I'm already hating my entire existence because I cannot English properly. At least you got entertainment out of it too.
Hey.
I'm actually surprised I didn't mess
I
up reading as much as I did last chapter because I had to kick my cat out of the room. Man. Okay, but yeah, that's the end of this video. If you have any input you want to say,
um
it's gonna put you on the
nothing that really
spot.
hasn't been said already. Uh, I, if you're interested, check out the Discord.
Link will be in the
We're
description.
yeah. Um, if you want to join in on this, if you're interested in voicing any characters, just let us know. And in the Discord, you can join a call like what I'm doing right now, and yeah, you don't have to worry if you're really talented. I mean, just listen how talented we are.
Yeah,
Uh,
totally. We're totally talented. Definitely. As I keep fucking up every other word
we are
and just,
professionals.
yeah, we're totally professional. Totally.
Hmm. Yeah,
Professional bullshitters.
if you are one of the people who are interested but are worried about how people view
You got,
things, you don't have to have your name put out. You could just be basically anonymous as far as the video goes.
yeah, we don't have to put names down if you don't want us to put your name down. Definitely we'll have to figure out how to do like credits on that if people do want their names put down because I have no editing software as of yet. I know how to edit. I've taken about 2 years worth of classes of video editing, so I know how to edit. I just don't have the software to edit.
Yeah, it could probably be put in the description, perhaps like as also in a comment section for that, where it's
Yeah,
pinned at the top,
definitely can.
if not
But
directly in
let's
the video.
yeah, but let's be completely fair on that. Who actually checks the description?
I find that the pinned comment still gets checked though.
Yeah, the pinned comments definitely get checked, but descriptions they tend to not get checked. Again, going to say if you want
Eh,
to join the Discord server, get like direct updates for like story updates because right now, um, Luna's working on the star ending. I'm
and
a
I'm
little
also
behind. I've
trying
not,
to start add oh, sorry.
but
I'm also trying to start adding art in where I can.
yeah, they're
Which
adding arts. Let's
if
see
you're
here.
interested in adding art,
I can probably add what you had just done to the video. Hold on. Let's see here. Just like a little
I don't know if
example.
that'd be hmm,
Like where is it? Main? Was it main? Yeah, it was main. Um,
yeah.
let me just quickly download this save image. Oh, there goes probably Leona. There goes Leona probably talking about their peanut butter in the DMs. Am I right? Nope, it's actually Evie just crying
I,
because Leona's still losing their shit about peanut butter. But again, when are they not? Okay, just a little example of what they are talking about because they drew a little I don't want source. No, I don't want source. Okay. Image. Add source. Add source. Browse. Wait, get to hear me talk to myself. Download. There we go.
yeah,
It is
this
freakishly
piece
big.
of
Holy
art
shit.
yeah, this piece of art is not quite relevant to the point in which we are currently reading. It's not
Yeah, it's
for
for another chapter,
roughly
but this is like an
24.
example. if you guys are artists and you guys want to draw things and you want it to be seen in a video of said chapter we're reading, I can definitely work on incorporating that. Let me get this below that. There we go. But yeah, this is the little artwork Luna did. Little Gregory, as you can see. But yeah, this was posted in the Discord server. Going to go ahead and hide it again. Again, join if you want to. It's not mandatory, of course, but you get updates for when um chapters are officially released. I am thinking on ways of how I can go about and doing video upload uh, things. If you guys want to know when videos are uploaded, because I don't know if I'm going to keep doing premieres and just go ahead and schedule uploads instead of premiering it. Right now, premieres are just to alert people via YouTube. I'm probably not going to keep doing that forever. I'm thinking on stopping it because let's be fair. The amount of times I've accidentally set it for like midnight is stupid because it's an automatic thing that they have set for premieres. So if you ever see a video where it's at midnight, just know it's not going to actually be midnight. I'm going to change that directly to like 10 p.m. like I've always been doing. This video is actually being recorded the same day that chapter 15 and 18 are being
15.
released. Yeah, 15 and 18 is being released today at 10 p.m. the same day we were recording this. That was actually supposed to be uploaded yesterday, but I forgot like a dumb butt. Um, it also didn't help that I was going through stuff yesterday, which was fun. So yeah, this is Who to Trust by KDH 1997 on AO3. Please go give them kudos and comment on what you like and which chapter you like at the time. Each and everything you do there helps them, and also it's generally like great to feel loved on your own work. So please definitely go and give them the love they deserve. Um, yeah. So this is it. We'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.